You see me talk, I talk with fact. I don't just bluff. Don't forget, my name is Okoro Blessed in Kirika, and I'm popularly known as Blessing CEO, your number one most controversial certified relationship and mental expert. Stop looking at me like that married woman. You know what I'm saying is true. I feel for a lot of innocent men because women are very emotional beings. Many of you men are not the biological father to your children. Why? Because the woman is bleeding on you. Because she's trying to take revenge of what her ex did to her. Because she's in love with money and her ex does not have money. One silly reason or the other, that is why women have sex with another man, get pregnant, and hang it on another man. That is the height of abomination and atrocity, and I would not condole it. A lot of people are going to say a child is a child. Yes, a child is a child. But do you know the emotional torture a man goes through when you have deceived him for years, for decades, making him believe that he is the father to these children? Do you know how you are going to shatter him when he finds out that these children are not his? You're going to make him question his worth, make him question his manhood. Was I not good enough? Did I have health issue? Was I not productive enough? Could I not satisfy her enough? And one thing that kills a man faster than HIV is when you rob his ego. When you rob that ego, that is what is called disrespect. Men love respect. Men love to be treated like king. So the moment you do that, you have taken his ego from 100 to 0. You have robbed him in the mud and used him to clean the soil. Let me tell you something, man. Women are very deft. Men are not wicked because they are shallow. Men are like big babies. They just act physically. They just want to have fun. They just want to come. Women are very intentional. They think and program everything that they do. Before a woman cheats, decides to hang a DNA on you, she don't think her. She don't reason her. She don't plot. She don't plan her. Yes. It's an intentional act and it's an evil act. Many married women are guilty of it. Let me tell you something. So many women who are prostitutes are hiding under the act of marriage. And they are actually disrespecting that entity, that beautiful space called marriage, giving it a very bad name, just because a lot of you men do not know how to make choices. You are following yash, you are following breast, you are following pretense, because a lot of you men are not depth. So you will pick a Jezebel, you will pick a Delilah, and put her in your house, and she will show you the same thing that she showed Samson, by bobbing your head and taking everything that makes you strong and makes you a man. Learn to make DNA conversation a regular conversation. Let it not be something that is an insult. The moment you meet a woman, start to talk DNA. The same way a girl is pregnant and talks about her pregnancy, same way she runs tests, the same way you guys do HIV tests, the same way a woman cannot get pregnant and people go to the hospital and run various tests, DNA is very important. It should no longer look like a crime. Oh, baby, you don't trust me. I trust you. If I trust you 100% and I have my DNA, I'm going to trust you 200%. There is nothing wrong in having clarity. Nothing, absolutely nothing wrong. Let somebody not guilt trip you or use emotional blackmail to say, oh, baby, it's because you don't love me, you don't trust me. Trust has to be tested. It is when it is tested and approved. That is when honesty, loyalty comes in. If I don't test it, I cannot trust you. Don't let anybody save money for DNA. Save money for DNA. As the pikin they come, run your DNA. The same way they run your child birth certificates, run your DNA. The women we have in these generations are prostitutes, hiding under marriage, hiding under wedding bounds. They no longer have fear because there are no penalty for the things that they do. You see them saying, what about a man? What about a man? I am not here to talk about a man. I am here to talk about you. Who took that marital vow? Who took that ring and said, I want to be with this man? A lot of you knew that man was a bloody cheat. You knew that he was a liar. You still choked your head inside the marriage. Most of you snatched that man from another woman. Most of you saw that man in a brothel. Most of you saw him living a wayward life. You trapped him down. Right? I'm not here to talk about men or to make excuses for them. Whether I'm talking about you who decided to be committed to a man. Keep your commitment. If you're tired or you think that a man is misbehaving, get out of the marriage. Do not stay there and contaminate and mess up that entity and give it a bad name. A lot of young people are afraid to get married because of what you are doing there. A lot of young people are seeing you as a married woman with your your two fat ring, jumping from hotel to hotel, sleeping with small boys. You think young girls don't see you? You mess up the entity of marriage. As they see you, you mess up their mind. The young ones begin to emulate you. Look at you as a married woman. Just because Jesus Christ has come and Christianity has come, and they have been telling you that Jesus will come, and he has not come. And you know it might take another 1,000 years or 2,000 years for Jesus to come. You know that there is no penalty for that thing you're doing. If it was in those days, you know Amadioha would have striked you. You know they would have buried you alive. You know you would have died. You would just fall down there, or you and the man for God. There are penalties for this abomination. They will ostracize you. They will ban you. They will bury you alive. That was why women respected themselves. In this generation, women are spitting on that entity called marriage. If you know you're not ready to marry, remain single. I know society is pressuring you. I know your biological clock is ticking. As your biological clock is ticking, you should be able to discipline yourself. If you're not a disciplined woman, remain single. The single ladies are now even more disciplined than the married people. The single ladies are now the one hustling, trying to put food on their table, trying to bring something to their table. The single ladies are now the one who drive out every day, hustle and come back to their house, lie down and sleep and go and hustle. You that is a married woman with children, you are busy jumping up and down. A single lady now goes out, off her phone, sleep, go to bed, nothing like double dating. A single lady is now disciplined, loyal even to herself. You that is married, at night you are sneaking like snake while you are lying beside your husband. As your husband goes to work to hustle, you jump, looking for prick to sit on top. Why did you marry? Why did you not remain on the streets? Why did you marry? If you know you do not have self-control and you have not learned discipline, why did you not remain on the streets? Why did you enter into a man's house to come and frustrate him, contaminate your lineage? Now, I'm going to say this with every authority. I am not here to talk about men. I am here to talk about women. Enough of that nonsense comparison. And what about a man? What about a man? What about a man? If that comparison is there, marry yourself. Marry yourself or remain single. If you don't want anybody to take authority to you, or you want to be equal, you want to be rubbing shoulder, you want to be an oga, marry yourself. Stay single, control your life, knock anybody you want to knock. Nobody will ask you questions. Marry yourself. Stay with yourself. That is the beauty about singlehood. The beauty about singlehood is that you enjoy your own freedom. You will do anything you want to do. The moment you say you want to settle down, you have disciplined yourself to be committed to somebody. You're a woman. You are a woman. There is more penalty. There are more consequences for all this nonsense you are doing. You get to a certain age now, you start to look for who is pushing you up and down. Nobody's pushing you. It's the consequences of the life that you lived. I am here to warn you. Stop that nonsense that you are doing. If you know you're not ready to stay in one place, it is big prick with vein that is still hungering you. Go back to the single market. Stop disintegrating a bit, waiting the place of marriage. Stop contaminating the sacred place of marriage. You young man, finished man, you finished man, because of Toto, because of big breasts, do DNA. Make DNA a conversation. The same way you are asking a lady, what are you? What can you bring to the table? Can I see your nude? When you are having those conversations, bring up DNA. Let you know that you are going to do DNA for your children. Bring up DNA, very important. To avoid hadino, to avoid BP, to avoid you dying young, to avoid you closing your generation, to avoid you being a bitter man, to avoid you being a toxic man, to avoid you bleeding on other women. Do DNA. Run DNA on all your children. These women, now ASHAWO did their eyes. Marriage does not stop them. Marriage does not pin them. Marriage does not clamp them. Even pregnancy does not. A wayward woman is a wayward woman. A woman that is not disciplined is a woman that is not disciplined. And that's period.
Kpọmkwem. Barman I beg make you give Blessing CEO. Give her one bottle of Azul, Aaron Kwabi, and some turkey with some catfish so she can use to cool her temper. Because that girl talk something very on point. She scatter table. Blessing to you. Mbog off microphone. Chai! Off microphone. You see this thing about putting another man picking on a man. It has been happening even in our forefather times. They were just not aware. You see a lot of firstborn child, firstborn picking. Hey, most of you are not the children of the father you think you are. For example, now they give birth to you, you are a first child. Go and check very well. If your father poor, it might be that your father is Dangote. But because they want to put it on a man that they want at that time, they carry you and put. Some of you too, it might be that your rich father is not really your father. That your real father is in the village and is very poor. You understand why your behavior is very different from your siblings. You understand why you look very different from your siblings and say, no, it's like that. That happened. My friend, go and check yourself. Go and check what? Go and check yourself. You see how this DNA talk is coming about? You see, sometimes when a woman wants to get married, she still have some men that are hovering around her. Some of them go and do one for the road or goodbye sex. They call it goodbye sex. Goodbye ekwa, goodbye mekwe, goodbye blah blah, goodbye elelele, goodbye melemele. So when they do that goodbye melemele, some of them don't even know that they have taken him. Now they carry that pikin, that child, and give it to their husband. Some of them don't know and make small explanation. Because when they go and do that last mekwe, they did not know that they were pregnant. Then they now do mekwe with their husband, the real husband. Then they do test and say, I'm pregnant. The husband is going to be very happy now because we just got married and I knocked you once, I knocked you twice, and you have get belly. Very good. But later on, the woman might now do calculation and find out that, hey, man, this speaking, all this man speaking, if I tell him now, what is going to happen? Women are very selfish. Even from Blessing CEO, you hear it very well. They are very deep. I've said it very well. They are very, very, very deep. Men, we don't know how to, we are not wicked. We don't know how to do anything. We're just very simple, direct, and open. You see this gender. This gender that saw devil, the serpent, eyeball to eyeball, and have discussion with them. And you think you want to outsmart them, but you can't do. And you know what enables women to be like this? It is men that are simps. You know what they are called simp? Men that they call simp. They are the men that all they can do is, yes, baby. Oh, baby. Oh, my baby is not happy. I want to do this. Come in right there. They are taking you for a joyly ride 15 kilometers, 100 kilometers, 1,000 kilometers, and you are here trying to please a woman. Women are the people that when you are trying to tell them what is wrong or what they have done, instead of owning up to it, accountability, they try to play emotional blackmail and put it on you. You will end up apologizing for what they should be apologizing for. So, simps, men that are simps, wake up. Wake up. You are hearing from a woman. Married women are the ones that are cheating most. And it has been happening and nobody has been talking about it. You know why they are the most? Because you don't see them coming. You say she's a married woman, you look away. Now them they do and pass. And because they've been in the marriage, everybody have approved their marriage and no more eye is going to their side. All people are looking at a young lady, young lady. Those people are cheating, bascally whack, bascally fool. If you know what married women have done and they have covered up. Even, even God is tired. If you know what they have done and they have covered, you will cry. I've said it before. Women are like cats. You will not see their shit. They go very far. Even if they don't go far, they will bury it and you will not see it. Men talk about DNA. The moment you talk about DNA, read her body language. If she starts to do, hey, you don't trust me, Mahabas, you hear person CEO. You know, sometimes people don't really take that lady seriously because of the controversy of how she came to fame. But don't mean that everything that she says is nonsense. Let us not always judge the prophet or the speaker. Look at the word that the person is talking about. Even if you don't like the person, look at what the person is talking about. I know a lot of women are going to bash out on top of this. You men are the ones enabling these women to be doing this thing. Don't be a simp. They want to cajole you to make you feel like you are treating them wrong every time. So you continue to apologize and you feel that they make you feel that you are the bad thing and they are not the problem. They don't like accountability. She have told you, if you don't want to stay with one man, cuckoo leave marriage. Don't be desecrating, that's the word, blessing CEO. Don't be desecrating the union, the word of marriage. Firstborns, let me tell you, go and do DNA test. You are probably not the child of that man that you call your father. You see, some children, they started finding out later, mother is AA, father is AS. Then they start doing, and they say, are you are AA. And our hospital can't even do all these things. And someone now say, me, I'm AC. Where do you get AC from? Where do you get AC from?
God have mercy upon us.
Eh? How come? Or sometimes the father has even died, and the children cannot investigate again. Firstborn children, you people are the likelihood of, I don't want to say basically what. You people are likelihood of the wrong child given to the wrong man. And do you know the emotional torture it comes to a man when he finds out that a child is not his own, is not from his loins, is not from his blood? Do you know? Mahabas, you don't know that thing. You don't know that thing. Because it makes you blessing to you who has take drink more, take one more cup of drink, blessing. She has explained everything. It makes you feel less of a man. It makes you feel non-proud of yourself. It makes you feel inadequate. It makes you feel impotent. That you see that. And a lot of women are doing this thing to actually cover up for the men. Maybe the men don't have their sperm not good to impregnate. But don't go and do that type of cover up that looks like you are even shaming the man more. Have discussion about it. Let him know what you people need to do. But some women will look at their biological clock and sit down and take decision. They will go around, go and look for one man, put it on top. The man will do equal that double. They will come. Yeah? Impregnate her. Then she will come the next 2 days or next 5 days and call her husband. He will rub you. And you will not put it on top. As in topping. Icing of the cake. The main cake have been baked under by the other man. You're not coming to do topping. So in your brain, you will now say, yes, now, that same period we have sex. Oh, God, go and do DNA. Namporo. Charlie, even in Ghana, in everywhere in Africa, Charlie, then I will go and do DNA. Go and do DNA. It's very, very important. The conversation is something that everybody is looking away from. You talk about everybody looking away. Now let's look at ourselves in the eye. Look at me. Why don't you want DNA as a woman?
Look at my face.
You don't trust yourself? And sometimes this DNA happens because in the hospital they used to switch baby. You know, sometimes you go to hospital and you have baby, especially this public hospital, government hospital, and the woman have not stayed conscious, finish, and she's just unconscious. She give birth to a boy, and another family have given the nurse and the doctor money that they are looking for a boy. Right? When the woman have just born, they will carry the baby like they want to go and clean the baby. They are not cleaning the baby, they are swapping the baby. They will not carry the boy that you give birth to and go and give to that family that give them money and bring their own girl. Some women have very strong spirit that when you put the baby that is not their own, they will tell you that this baby is not my baby. So when your wife is giving birth, make sure that somebody is there with her. If you cannot be there, because sometimes these women that have these wrong children to wrong father is not because they went to cheat. I will put a caveat on that. It's because the hospital did what we call they do swapping. So find out if you are a swapped child or you're a Bascalewa. First month, go and find out if you are swapped. Then sit down and have a conversation with your mother. Mommy, tell me, did you play away match against my father? Did you do a quack with somebody else? It is despicable to put a child that is not for a man on the man. It is very bad. Let us stop it. Talk about DNA. It's not a big deal. Talk about it. Married women are your bonga cheat now because you don't look at their side. They are cheating. The husband is probably busy trying to look for money and all of that. And they just drive away in their tinted car. They will call the boy in a coded place. They will enter, do the thing, come out. And guess what? This thing stays very secret because men don't talk. The men they are cheating with don't ever talk. Have you ever seen a man come out and say, I've been doing mekwe with her, I've been doing something with her, now I want to be seen? No. It's only when a man is cheating with another lady and his wife is at home, the lady will not decide that, okay, I want you to upgrade me from side chick to assistant wife. Now these things stay very deep because the men they are cheating with don't talk. Men don't talk. They will continue to eat that fruit. They'll be eating it. Even when those men they are cheating with went to marry and they can still do it, they will come back and still be doing it. They will say, in their mind, I have my wife. I'm still knocking this married man wife. So that's why their own don't come out. The men they do it with, they don't talk. But you see a man, a married man going to carry a woman or a girl outside, very soon she start developing emotions. That's why cheating is different. I will explain this and I will explain this. I will explain tire. Cheating is different for a man, it's different from a woman. A man, it can be simply logical. For a woman, it is very, very emotional because blessing CEO here, they have strategized, they have mapped out plans. What's the worst that can happen? If it happens like this, what are you going to do? Women are 10 times ahead. I've said it on this blog. Women are 10 times ahead of men every other time. So men stay guarded. Don't be doing, she'll be looking at you. You're doing like James Bond. You don't know I have him in my palm. Oh God, don't let them cajole you. Don't let them make you a fool. Simp, wake up. Don't learn your lesson the hard way. Imagine training 3 children all your life. One have gotten to 21, one have gotten to 18. And they now come back and you now find out that they are not your children. I saw one post where a man was he went to abroad. He was trying to process visa for his family and everything. They now say you need to bring the children. They now say before you bring the children, you need to do DNA test so that they can approve the visa and everything. They did the DNA test. 3 of the children, all of them are not from the man. The man wanted to buy. Think about that. And these women, they know this secret and they keep it. Those people, their heart is very dark. Shout out to those women that are loyal. I will not forget you. It's not everybody. I can't put everybody in the same bandwagon. Shout out to those women that are faithful, that are loyal. God will bless you. God will bless you. You see those women that cheat, that have children for the wrong person and put it on another person. You wonder why the child is misbehaving in a different way. You look at him that this one is not behaving like the others. There's difference. I can go on and on and on. Blessings, you have talked a lot already. I don't want to make the video very, very long. So go and talk about DNA. Go and do it. Don't be a simp. Wake up. I wake up. What in America trail? What in America trail? Have you heard what I told you? Show take one got most of one. You know like him kuru. Thank you. Blessings to you. Thank you very much. But don't mean that everything you say every time is good. But this one, you enter very well. Barman, bring another bottle of Azul. Thank you very much. Yeah. I think you have sat down now. I've either entertained you or I've informed you or I've just kept you company. Why don't you want to subscribe? This subscription you are holding and holding to yourself, they don't remove $1, they don't remove ₦1 inside. It's just a click, you subscribe. Help my ministry, help me grow. What is it? Are you the weapon fashioned against me? Come on, subscribe. Eh? Thank you very much. Until next time, I remain your man, no, your sexy boy, Uraufon. Thank you.